Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Jay's Latest. I'm your host, Craig Borden. We're going to talk all things Toronto Blue Jays here on what is Monday morning, 8:18, and we're going to talk about the wonderful, horrible that happened yesterday and how the Blue Jays are going to prep for a road trip to Pittsburgh. So make sure you hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons, and we're going to talk all things Blue Jays every day. So first things first. Wow, rough day for our Jose Barrios, right? So our I'll just say for lack of a better term because we really don't have a true ace, but Ace had a really rough outing yesterday as Jose Barrios got through four and a third with 10 hits, 6 earned runs, allowing 2 home runs while not walking anybody, so there was a perk, and striking out a pair. But unfortunately, former teammate Marcus Semien kind of led the charge. As they pick things up and get things going, the Rangers end up, like I said, jumping out to a lead in the second inning. Blue Jays did play comeback just a little bit in the bottom of the second, but then once you get to the fourth inning, this is where things just kept going and going and going for the Texas Rangers. So in the midst of that, the Texas Rangers really got into a big bind and kept going and going and going. And I'm sorry, my camera is like slipping here. So on that note, we end up losing this game handily at the end of it, 10-4, as the Blue Jays could not solve for many innings Nathan Eovaldi, who was very good for the Texas Rangers, picking up his 11th win of the season, 7 strong innings, 5 hits, only the 2 earned runs, both on home runs. So that was kind of interesting. But on that point, Alejandro Kirk and Vladdy Jr. went deep. Kirk kicked in his ninth one out of the ballpark, and in the left field, Vlad Jr. picking up his 21st of the season. Before things were all said and done, we did get another home run from George Springer, his 19th of the season, off a minor in the later innings. But too little too late, as the things just kept going and going and going the right way for the Texas Rangers offense in this one. Like I said, Semien got the main thing going. Then Jake Berger singles with scores Marcus Semien later in the fourth. Jonah Heim collects a ground ball out. It was just every little which way. And then I still can't believe that Corey Seager's home run actually went out. So, wow. Opposite field down the left field line, and Wyatt Langford and Evan Carter just drilled a couple of pitches from Blue Jays pitchers and really put this one out of control for the Blue Jays. So, 'tis what it is. So on the offense side, like I said, there was just not that spark outside those, 3 home runs that the Blue Jays were going to ever get this whole, thing going to that level. It was very, very, very intriguing the whole time. It felt like there was something big going to happen, and it just never actually full on came for this offense. Best way of saying it was we were hoping for something like the night before. Blue Jays recorded 7 hits, couldn't find ways to get all their guys around the pillows. Only had 3 opportunities with runners in scoring position, and all 3 went for naught. So on that note, we did get a couple of really good performances, and that's where I want to make sure we call out here, because this was the idea of what you have with a punch like Vlad and Bo in our lineup for as many years as they've been together. Here's hoping that they get at least a few more, because Bo Bichette is a free agent at the end of the season. But Bo Bichette continues to be a monster force, 2 for 3 yesterday. Vlad had mentioned with the home run, 2 for 4 as well. Bo Bichette has actually been one of the best hitters in Blue Jays history when you really boil the numbers down. There is only he's on a list of people that have repeated seasons with the Blue Jays with 150 hits or more. As of the other day, he is on a list that he's done it 4 times, and I think there was only like 2 other people above him on that list. I can't remember the names. I was looking for the stat. Unfortunately, I lost it. So, but on that note, Bo has been incredible, and in the midst of that, Vlad, his dual mate, has been insanely good as well. Since the All-Star break, Vlad has batted .368 with 9 home runs, 22 RBIs, 42 hits, and that's in 29 games. Oh, and don't forget that the OPS has been a 1.144, so just slightly a good thing. I cannot believe how good he's been doing, and it's been very, very cool to watch. Finally get to see what he can do, and he's just been mashing the ball, getting on base, and really leading this team to the promised land, hopefully. On that note, we do want to make sure that we also talk about some of these other things as what this road trip will be coming up, because this road trip is going to be a fun one. Right off the bat, we get to have Paul Skeens versus Kevin Gossman in Pittsburgh tonight. So if you haven't been paying attention to Major League Baseball, Paul Skeens might be the best pitcher in Major League Baseball. He's playing at a rough team. Currently 7-9. He has a 2.13 ERA in 148 innings, which is very old school, actually workhorse level. 166 strikeouts in that time frame. He is fresh off of a start where the Milwaukee Brewers were actually able to get to the Phenom, in which he was only able to pitch 4 innings and gave up 4 earned runs on 6 hits, and only got 4 strikeouts in that one. So that was interesting to see too. So on that, he will be facing Goss. He is fresh off of 2 incredible good starts against the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. So Goss will look to keep things going against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Currently 8-9 record with 3.79 ERA in 142 innings. So all things going well for Goss. So on that note, Blue Jays fans, we will be back tomorrow. Check things out. We will talk all things Blue Jays versus Pirates and any other news and updates we have on injuries or anything like that. So make sure you tune in, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.